Namor vs. Aquaman, Battle of the Ocean Kings. Ever wondered what's really lurking beneath the waves? Today, we're diving deep into the depths of the ocean to explore an epic face-off that's been brewing beneath the surface, literally. It's Namor vs. Aquaman, the Battle of the Ocean Kings. Two legendary rulers from two iconic universes, Marvel's Namor the Submariner and DC's Aquaman. Both command the seas, both are half human, half Atlantean, and both are absolute powerhouses. But who truly wears the crown under the sea? Let's dive in and find out. Grab your goggles, and let's get this underwater journey started. Origins of the Ocean Monarchs. Namor the Submariner. So, let's start with Namor, Marvel's first mutant and one of its oldest characters. Debuting back in 1939, that's over 80 years ago, Namor Mackenzie is no newbie to the superhero scene. He's the OG anti-hero, way before it was cool. Born to a human sea captain and an Atlantean princess, Namor is the epitome of a bridging the gap kind of guy. His unique heritage gives him abilities that surpass most Atlanteans and humans. But growing up, this mix made things complicated. Namor's early days in Marvel Comics show him as a fierce protector of the ocean, often clashing with surface dwellers who threaten his kingdom. From battling Nazis in World War II to facing off against the Avengers, he's had quite the journey. Key events like discovering his lost kingdom and grappling with his own identity have shaped him into the complex character we know today. He's not just a king, he's a warrior, a mutant, and sometimes, a villain. Aquaman. Now, let's swim over to DC's side of the ocean. Meet Arthur Curry, better known as Aquaman. Making his first appearance in 1941, Aquaman has been a staple in the comic world for decades. Arthur is also of mixed heritage. His father, Tom Curry, was a humble lighthouse keeper, and his mother, Atlana, was, you guessed it, an Atlantean queen. Growing up, Arthur had to navigate life between land and sea, not fully fitting into either world. Pivotal moments like reclaiming his throne and uniting the different factions of Atlantis have defined his path. Unlike Namor, Aquaman's journey is about unity and understanding. He's faced prejudice, tackled environmental issues, and even led the Justice League. Not bad for someone who used to be the butt of fish jokes. Powers and abilities. Namor's strengths. Alright, let's get into the juicy stuff, their powers. Namor is an absolute beast. With superhuman strength and endurance, he's gone toe-to-toe with the likes of Hulk and Thor. Namor can fly, thanks to those tiny wings on his ankles. They might look cute, but they pack a punch, giving him an aerial advantage most underwater heroes don't have. He also has aquatic telepathy, allowing him to communicate with sea creatures. Dolphins, sharks, giant squids, you name it, he's chatting with them. Plus, his enhanced senses and rapid healing, especially when in water, make him a formidable foe. Basically, if you're picking teams, you want Namor on yours. Aquaman's strengths. Now, Aquaman isn't slacking in the powers department either. His superhuman strength and resilience are off the charts. He can withstand the pressures of the deep ocean, which translates to super toughness on land. The Trident of Neptune, or Poseidon, depending on the comic run, is his signature weapon. This isn't just a fancy spear, it's a powerful artifact that can manipulate water, control the weather, and even project energy blasts. Aquaman's telepathic control over marine life is legendary. Remember that scene where he summoned a swarm of sharks? Plus, his ability to thrive both on land and underwater makes him incredibly versatile. He's like the Swiss Army knife of superheroes. Leadership and kingdoms. Namor's Atlantis. Let's talk kingdoms. Namor's Atlantis is a technological marvel hidden beneath the ocean. Think advanced science meets ancient culture. It's as fascinating as it is dangerous. Namor rules with an iron fist. He's not afraid to make tough decisions for the sake of his people. His leadership style is, let's say, assertive. He puts Atlantis first, even if it means butting heads with the surface world. His relationship with humans is complicated. Years of conflict have made trust a scarce commodity. But when bigger threats loom, he's been known to team up with surface heroes. Aquaman's Atlantis. On the flip side, Aquaman's Atlantis is a blend of magic and technology. It's divided into several kingdoms, each with its own unique culture and challenges. Arthur strives to be a fair and just ruler. He seeks to unite the various factions and bring peace to his realm. He's the kind of king who leads by example. His interactions with the surface world are more positive. Aquaman believes in bridging the gap between land and sea, advocating for harmony and cooperation. He's basically the diplomatic envoy of the ocean. Personality and motivations. Namor. Personality-wise, Namor is often seen as arrogant and imperious. But hey, when you're the king and a powerhouse, a little confidence is expected. He's fiercely protective of Atlantis and the ocean. Environmental threats, invaders, even superheroes, if you're a danger to his realm, watch out. His combative nature has led to numerous conflicts with other heroes. Sometimes ally, sometimes adversary, Namor keeps everyone on their toes. Aquaman. Aquaman is the epitome of a noble hero. He's courageous, compassionate, and always tries to do the right thing. His dual commitment to both Atlantis and the surface world drives much of his actions. He wants to protect both realms and often finds himself mediating between them. As a key member of the Justice League, he's forged strong alliances. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Comparative analysis. Similarities between Namor and Aquaman. These two have more in common than you might think. Both are of mixed heritage, bridging two worlds and cultures. They're protectors of the sea, standing against threats to their kingdoms and the ocean at large. And let's not forget their struggles with identity. Balancing life between land and sea isn't exactly a walk in the park. Differences in powers and approaches. But their differences are what make them unique. Namor's ability to fly sets him apart, while Aquaman's trident gives him an edge with magical abilities. Their leadership styles differ too. Namor is more of a lone wolf, while Aquaman values teamwork and diplomacy. And their relationships with other heroes vary. Namor is often at odds with others, whereas Aquaman is a team player. The hypothetical showdown. Setting the stage. Imagine a dimensional rift brings these two together. Misunderstandings abound, and each thinks the other is a threat to their realm. Classic superhero setup. Battle strategies. Namor might go straight for the offensive, leveraging his flight and raw power to overwhelm Aquaman. Aquaman, ever the strategist, could use the trident's abilities to control the battlefield, manipulating water and weather to his advantage. Environmental factors. The battleground matters. Underwater, they're evenly matched. On land, Namor's flight might give him an edge, but Aquaman's adaptability keeps him in the game. Both could summon sea creatures, turning the environment into a living arsenal. Possible outcomes. If Namor's aggression outpaces Aquaman's defenses, he could take the win. Alternatively, if Aquaman leverages his trident effectively and outsmarts Namor, the tide could turn in his favor. But honestly, knowing these two, they'd probably realize they're on the same side and team up against a bigger threat. Fan perspectives. Marvel vs. DC fandom views. The fandoms have spoken. Marvel fans champion Namor's complexity and pioneering role as an anti-hero. DC fans highlight Aquaman's character development and his rise from underrated hero to star status. Debates rage on forums and comment sections, but it's all in good fun. After all, who doesn't love a good, who would W in discussion? Historical crossovers and references. Official crossovers are rare, but there have been subtle nods and references. Both universes have characters that mirror the other's heroes. Fan-made content fills the gap, with art and stories imagining epic team-ups or battles. It's the crossover we all secretly, or not so secretly, want. Cultural impact and media representation. Namor in film and television. Namor recently made his silver screen debut in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, portrayed by Tenoch Huerta. This reimagined Namor brings Mesoamerican influences to the character, adding rich cultural depth. The portrayal has introduced Namor to a whole new audience, sparking interest and boosting his popularity. Aquaman's media presence. Aquaman's transformation in media has been phenomenal. Jason Momoa's rugged, charismatic portrayal shattered the old perceptions. The 2018 Aquaman movie was a box office hit, and his role in Justice League solidified his place in the DC extended universe. This surge in popularity has made Aquaman a cultural icon, proving he's more than just the guy who talks to fish. So, after all that, who truly rules the seas? Honestly, both of them. Namor and Aquaman are kings in their own right, each bringing something unique to the table. They've enriched the comic world with their stories, challenges, and heroism. Whether it's Namor's fierce independence or Aquaman's unifying spirit, they've captured our imaginations and hearts. But now, I want to hear from you. Who do you think would come out on top in this epic oceanic showdown? Do you have a favorite moment or storyline involving these characters? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation flowing like a tidal wave. Thanks for joining me on this deep-sea adventure. If you enjoyed the journey, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the worlds of your favorite heroes. Until next time, keep riding those waves.